Everybody, John L here. Wanted to make a quick video. This is the Soul Gem season. Yes, it is. And D3 Go has been retooling characters for every new season. And this season they've decided to do the 3-star Spider-Man, which is... where is he? This guy. And also the 4-star Venom. Not the Agent Venom, but... I passed him up. This guy. So, the 3-star Spider-Man, his change has been pretty dramatic. They took away web bandages, which was his previous yellow power, which was a burst heal for the team, I think. And they've given him an offensive ability. I believe his other two abilities have remained more or less the same. And Venom has just gotten a buff for his abilities. So I wanted to jump into a couple matches and see if we could take a look at these abilities and see if they end up making these characters any better. Okay, so let's take a look at Spider-Man first and see what they've done to him, how his old powers stack up to his new powers. On the left-hand side are his old powers, and on the right-hand side are the new powers. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to get screen captures before the update hit, so I can't do a real apples-to-apples comparison, but at least with the captures that I do have, which are courtesy of the Marvel Puzzle Quest Wiki, which is a good site to go for Puzzle Quest info if you're looking for it. Anyways, so we'll start with Spider Sense. I think that one has been untouched. I think all they did was list how much the projectiles go up, but it looks like, you know, at level 5 he's gonna throw out projectiles unless there's up to 4 on the board. So the blue is all tied up. That looks the same. I think they added one more stun, so it looks like if there's one web tile, you get a 2-turn stun, and if there's 3 web tiles, you get or 2 web tiles, you get a 3-turn stun. So I think that increases the duration of the stun, which is nice. I mean, at 5 blue AP, it was a pretty good stun anyways. I think it's the cheapest stun in the game. The big difference here is the yellow. So his old power was web bandages, and this was a team burst heal. And that changed to when the going's tough. So when the going's tough is used, it does about 4,000 damage. I have it only at 3 covers. And it ends up doing almost double damage, but your 2 teammates have to be down. So it's kind of a good offensive power, but it's not. The one thing I noticed too is that, well, both web bandages and when the going gets cut tough cost 12 AP. That's actually a lot of AP for an ability. I think once it gets past 9, once you're doing 4 matches to get a power, you're really not going to be throwing out a whole lot unless you have someone who's kind of a battery for it. And I can't really think of anybody who is a yellow battery except for maybe Kingpin. Okay, so this is attempt number 3 in getting 12 yellow AP, so we can see what Spider-Man's new power looks like. This is already very disappointing. Okay, so we have 6 right now. It's looking better than last time. There's just not a lot of yellow. It's like yellow doesn't really come onto the board that much. So this guy's gonna die. So we are on our way to 9. It is just super difficult. Like, look at this. There's no yellow. I mean, it doesn't help that they're using it for, like, morale boost, but... I have to, like, juggle these guys just to spread the damage around. So I don't kill them before I can actually get enough AP to use this power. One closer. Let's see, is there any way I can... What do we need? 2. See what we can do here. Yeah, so I wouldn't build a strategy around using this power. It's incredibly difficult to get. Already, I, wouldn't use him as some kind of focus of my team for this. If his blue or his purple helped generate some of this yellow, that would be good, but there just doesn't seem to be enough yellow to really make this thing work. I mean, seriously, I could have killed these guys way long ago. And I'm not talking about having, a great roster or anything like that. You could pretty much build many teams with other characters, and it wouldn't take this long to try to get enough yellows to actually use this power. Alright, let's see if we can shuffle this up and get like another yellow or two to see his new power. Come close. Nope, Grenadier's down there. Oh my gosh. This is painful. Oh! I have a fire right there. That's funny, I should ignore that so I can do this nonsense. Alright! Finally! Took us 3 attempts, and I have no idea how long this match has gone for, but we have enough for yellow, so... Anyways, let's stun him. That looks the same. And now we'll use the when the going's tough. That's it? Okay. Well, there you go. So that's the new ability. Decent animation, I guess. Took way too much effort to get the amount of yellow needed to actually get it. And again, unless I just ran into like a really bad streak, it took, yeah, like 3 or 4 fights just to get that. So, I'm not really feeling like the new 3-star Spider-Man. It's nice they gave him an offensive. It's not great that it takes so much yellow AP, which I feel like doesn't really come as often as maybe like red or blue or black. Yeah, he remains kind of mostly the same character. Okay, so let's take a look at Venom. This layout's the same. His old power set is on the left, his new power set is on the right. So Symbiotic Fury, basically it is a 13 green that does damage, and the cost of it goes down based on how many special enemy tiles are on the board. So his Lethal Protector helps with that because it creates an enemy protect tile, which is its new passive, actually. So in this old power set, he didn't have that. So Symbiotic Fury is kind of just a big waste. It never did really a lot of damage, and it was pretty expensive unless, of course, you know, there just ended up being a lot of enemy special tiles on the board. But either way, it isn't really kind of set up to win. So that looks like it stays the same. Maybe they bumped up the damage. It's really hard to tell, just considering my Venom is weak. He's only level 155, and you know, these stats I think are for the base Venom, which is level 70. So Lethal Protector is changed. I have 5 covers for it, and it looks like the base damage is down. So for 5 covers at level 70, I think it's supposed to be 3,000 damage, but instead of just being a certain amount of damage, it's the amount of damage plus however many, a certain amount for each projectile, up to 6 on the board. And he has a new passive where he creates projectiles, you know, if an enemy is damaged for 353 or more health. Okay, yeah, so anyway, so that helps with the Symbiotic Fury as well, because that'll actually bring down the cost of Symbiotic Fury, making it kind of more useful. It's still pretty weak, but at least, you know, now it doesn't cost a ton to actually use it. So Lethal Protector actually gets pretty good. Even at level 155, it's not bad. For a level 270 or beyond, it's probably pretty good. I think the biggest change is Give and Take, though. So the old Give and Take, it would drop the enemy's projectiles by a percentage and increase his attack tiles by a certain percentage. Not totally useful. I think what they did was get away from that, so it drops the enemy's projectiles by a certain percent. I have 5 covers, so I think it drops it to 1. And it just makes his damage, match damage, 75% more, which is kind of nice. When you get to higher levels, you're probably going to have a 5-star, might be covering black. So that might not be totally useful, but it's nice to be able to drop the projectiles down to 1. So anyways, we'll take a look and just see how Venom kind of looks with his new power set. At least this one is a what do they call these things? A wave match. So should give us more than enough opportunity to get the AP that we need. So I'll stick with Old Man Logan here, who's kind of strong but not that strong and can heal. And we have to use Blade. And let's find our Venom. So this one's going to be definitely less impressive because my Venom is not a very strong character. If I can ever find him. Let me see. Oh yeah, he's got his little mask off. Alright, there we go. So let's take a look at his powers. And he has Symbiotic Fury. So this was really weak. Previously, Venom crashes through the battlefield. Human Rage, fueling their alien power, deals 826 damage. Then destroys a random tile for each enemy special tile on the board. Does not generate AP. Costs 1 AP less for each enemy strike, attack, or protect tile. To a minimum of 7. So okay, that's cool. I don't know if that's changed. I think they upped the damage. Again, my Venom is only level 155, so if you have a higher level Venom, you'll probably see bigger damage. That still seems kind of low for, how many, I wish I knew how many covers. I think it's 3. Or no, actually I think I might have 2 covers, because I'm 5.52 for him, so yeah, that's about right. That would be just a ridiculously weak cover, or power, for that amount of covers anyways. So, his black is 5, so this one I know they changed. Venom's symbiote powers allow them to stalk their prey, but make Venom vulnerable to fire and sonics. Enemy projectile strength is reduced to 1. Venom matches deal 75% more damage, but enemy red and blue matches deal 20% more damage to Venom. So I think this used to up strike tiles and decrease protect tiles, but now it just increases the quantity of damage that he does. So that's actually kind of cool. Lethal Protector, Venom lets their twisted sense of justice guide them. Brutally lashing out while believing they're protecting the innocent deals 2,781 damage plus 837 for each enemy. Projectile, max 6. Passive, when an enemy is damaged for 356 or more health, creates a strength 43 enemy projectile. So, okay. I haven't really used Venom a whole lot. So I don't know if that passive component's new, but I like what they did with the black at least, so although that's not really going to be a factor because we have Old Man Logan in here whose black is going to be overlapping or surpassing Venom's. So anyways, let's see what his green and his yellow can do. So it looks like it's just going to take a long time to get some green and yellow here. But at least we're racking up the projectiles. Holy moly. Okay, well, we're close. We're getting there. See if we can beat up this ninja. So I don't think Venom's powers really would make me want to use him that much more either. Just because I like the 75% more damage in the passive for his black. But, alright, let's see what his green does here. Same animation and weak damage, but that's because our green is weak anyways. Let's see if we can get some yellow here. Yeah, I just don't know if his yellow and green... Oh yeah, and he creates, projectiles for the enemy, which I'm not... Well, I guess they go down to 1, so... I'm not particularly fond of that. One less damage, that's kind of hilarious. Okay, so Lethal Protector. That's not bad. So it does... Okay, so he creates the enemy projectiles that he uses. Okay, that's not bad. Lethal Protector's not bad. I mean, I can see that doing a lot more damage if I actually had him at a respectable level. So, and I think that's why I hated going against Venom in the symbiote event before they kind of controlled the damage. We just used to do like a ton with Lethal Enforcer. Or is it Lethal Protector? Lethal Protector. So, I think his yellow's always been pretty good though. Like, damage-wise. I think his green's always been, like, kind of really weak. So, anyways, that is the new Spider-Man, or the retooled Spider-Man and the retooled Venom. Okay, so overall, after taking a look at the new Spider-Man and the new Venom, I don't think Spider-Man has really changed in a significant way to make him a useful 3-star character. I think there are just still way more better useful 3-star characters that are out there. I think the addition of an offensive ability is nice, but ultimately I think at 12 yellow AP it's just way too expensive. If you had some kind of passive that helped generate yellow AP, that would be nice, but I don't really realistically think you're going to be using that multiple times in battle. The new Venom is nice. I like what they did with his yellow, so it creates a projectile whenever someone gets hurt. Again, that makes Symbiotic Fury more useful, and then the fact that they added damage to Lethal Protector, so it's not totally weak, instead of doing the what are they, attack tiles or strength tiles or something like that. I think it's a better build. I'm not quite sure. He still just doesn't have enough to really put him over the top. I think some of the newer 4-stars that they've released, like Medusa and the Carol Danvers Captain Marvel and the 4-star Blade, are just still better. So he probably will be fun to play when he's powered up, but I just don't see him really cracking a roster. So let me know what you guys think. If the change is, good enough for the 3-star Spider-Man, or if the changes make the 4-star Venom, someone who'd use in a roster. Anyways, thanks for watching. Take care, guys.